What's up, y'all? Sorry about that. I was doing some house cleaning. I'm sending a notice out to my people, letting Chat Club know. We are live, baby. We are live. What's going on, y'all? Today is a no lipstick day. I'm being my natural self. I'm tired. Let's see. Somebody just said something. Who said something? Why is it not showing me your comments? Let me try it again. I think there's a delay in the comments showing up. Let me see if I can see it on my phone. Good morning from Vegas, Cheryl Leggett. What's happening, sis? What is happening? Y'all, I'm so tired. I want to go take a nap so bad. I think I pushed myself too hard. I'm used to going out working on my garden in the morning, but now it's gotten cold. So I'm trying to hurry up, get some stuff done so I can water stuff. But child, hey Zella, y'all, that is you just relaxing. Ain't nothing wrong with relaxing, girl. Ain't nothing wrong with relaxing. Um, so yeah, y'all, I'm gonna put this channel in the link. I'm getting ready to grow a new channel. So let me tell y'all something. This is we're gonna consider this as part of announcements while more people come in. So Yana Enters the Chat is not my first YouTube channel. It's actually not the first one to be monetized, but I let the other one kind of go by the wayside because I created that channel years and years ago. And that was my Yana Glaze Studio channel. I've sent because people keep asking me, "You gonna start making jewelry? Can you please start making jewelry?" I'm like, okay. So I created the channel. I updated the channel and called it For My Jewelry Lovers. So that's one channel, and I'll be sharing more content there. They have like 2,000 subscribers over there, over 2,000 subscribers over there. So I just need to get my watch hours back up. But I also have a channel. I'm just gonna put this on here at For My Jewelry Lovers. If y'all looking for some ideas for Christmas, things that you can make as gifts because we know money can be kind of scarce this holiday season, or you just want to do something more from the heart, check out For My Jewelry Lovers. There are a few tutorials on there now from like years ago, but they still good tutorials. And then I also have my gardening channel, which is at Family Garden Chronicles. I'm actually editing a video now to go on that channel. So I just want to tell y'all about those channels. I gotta update my description here so I can link them. But Family Garden Chronicles started as the Resilient Gardener because I was trying to because I'm gonna start me a garden so I can grow my own food, of course. I got really iffy about things in the store because vegetables got listeria on them. You know what I'm saying? Like all that craziness. Let me start growing my own stuff. So once I started, so well, you know what? This is content. I'm a content strategist by trade. My career was as a digital content strategist. So the one thing I know how to do is create some content. I got to get my equipment together because my light went out. I showed y'all about this little raggedy light I got right here. See this little raggedy thing here? It just quit working. And I hadn't had it that long. So I had to get my lighting together and set my studio up. But when I do my Family Garden Chronicles, I'm outside. So that's natural light. Right? So you know what? I may start doing some of my lives for Country Wayne or some of my reaction videos to Country Wayne outside as long as the weather permits. So I just want to share those channels with y'all. And if y'all want to, and you all like me so much, go over there and subscribe over there too, because I will be posting content there. I'm getting content ready, new content ready over there. And I've also posted some shorts and all that good stuff. But right now, what things are in the world, people losing their SNAP benefits. I don't get SNAP, but people losing their benefits. Like, you know what? We need a family garden, a garden where if somebody in the family needs to eat, we might not have a lot, but we got something. Good morning, y'all. I missed last night because my daughter had me watching The Perfect Neighbor. Girl, I need to go watch that. Now that's something I probably need to review. Would y'all be interested in that? If I did a Perfect Neighbor, kind of live watch because I have Netflix. I think maybe did a live watch on there. Oh yeah, look, let me tell you something, Isella. I have a girlfriend of mine. She lives in Paris now. She kind of is. She's sort of kind of expat, but not quite an expat. But we used to work together with really good friends. We talk. When she comes home, we rarely talk because I like to give her time to hang with her family, right? Because her mom is in Detroit, her kids are here in Atlanta. So I'm like, let her enjoy her people because me and her be up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning just talking, and we are accountability partners. We share ideas and stuff, and both of us worked in content creation and development. Marquisa, don't. Oh, Marquisa said you might want to smoke some grass and have a drink because you would be pissed off. Oh Lord. So anyway, I am working on content empires. One of the things I'm doing is showing my husband because we've been trying to get him to do a grilling channel for forever. He actually already has merch that he doesn't know he has. He has like barbecue sauces that he makes. Oh, we won't eat barbecue without his barbecue sauce. Um, he grills, y'all. I'm talking about fall off the bone. Hey, Cynthia. Good afternoon. I'm talking about he makes his own rubs. Y'all, my husband is so gifted in his hands when it comes to like cooking and making sauces and stuff. For family functions, they want him to do collard greens. That's why I got so many collard greens growing outside. Because he not only grills, but them collard greens, we have an autistic niece who is picky about what she eats. She looks for the collard greens. When she knows her Uncle Crook is coming and he's cooking collard, that's what they call him in the family. They call him Crook. She eats collard. They were so shocked that she was eating them and then asking for seconds and thirds. So yes, we let the baby eat, you know. Um, but my husband is he doesn't see he doesn't realize how I see him. I think I see him the way he sees me. That's what I'm talking about, Cheryl. But look, I got because see, I can't grill. I can cook and I can bake, but I cannot grill on a grill for nothing. I thought it would be funny once we do start the grilling channel, that I make it about him trying to teach me how to grill. I think that'd be hilarious. Cause my little daughter that's upstairs, she homesick right now. She ain't little, but from like the time she was like 3, 4 years old, he had her on the grill. She out there. He said, "I'm going to the store, watch the meat." She would watch the meat. I have video of her as a little bitty girl telling me what I need to be doing and that I don't know what I'm doing trying to watch the meat on the grill. Yes, but anyway, so this is still part of the announcements. Um, so yeah, that's my idea. But my whole goal is to create a content empire. So just because you have anything can be content, right? And this is my I'm gonna call it my midday motivation to everybody that's on and those that are gonna watch after. Don't let someone tell you that you only need to focus on one thing. Granted, my channels are becoming very specifically targeted to one type of subject. So this one is all about country Wayne skits, doing reaction videos and stuff like that. Family Garden Chronicles is all about creating a family garden. Okay, tutorials, reactions, all that stuff. Then for my jewelry lovers, it's all about okay, I'm just gonna show them how to make some jewelry, right? But all of that becomes content and content that can be monetized. You understand? So my overall brand is Ayana Glaze Studios. I'm a media conglomerate, as far as I'm concerned. Because when you look at Universal Studios, Food Network, um, who else? CBS, ABC, NBC, all them people, what do they have in common? They don't have just one type of content on their platforms. And the more I study other YouTubers, what I'm finding out is most of them have multiple YouTube platforms. I plan on being one of the ones who got multiple YouTube platforms, money making platforms at that. All right, so Marquisa says that's me. I can cook all kinds of stuff, but grilling and baking I can't, and I don't have a green thumb. Well, Marquisa, you can develop one, sis. Cheryl said he needs to be selling his stuff. Good. Hey, Cynthia Wimberly. All right, y'all. Y'all ready to get into some country Wayne stuff? And let's talk about these announcements we got going on. Yana enters the chat now has 561 subscribers. Thank you to all of my subscribers for joining. Grilling is definitely art, girl. and picking out meat, you should see how he picks out his meat. He's very particular. Girl, he's like, I'm gonna try a brisket. Let me see. I'm gonna y'all can see out the door. I'm gonna open the door so y'all can see something. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Watch that door. Hopefully y'all can see. Hold on, man. Crawl up in here. Let me show y'all something. He got 2 grills. You see that grill right there? He has another grill right beside it. A big old grill. A smoker. And we both can cook in the kitchen, but he can cook on the grill. And I'm gonna let him do what he do because that's what he do. And I'm gonna stay over here and do what I do. Y'all know what I'm saying? So anyway, getting back at it. Can y'all see? I can't see the screen. Did I stop sharing it? Doesn't look like I stopped sharing it. Anyway, yes, he is. He's a master griller. But he's been asking me more and more about what I'm doing and how it's working. Like I just got my email, my letter from Google to verify my address for my monetization. And so he's like, so how's that working? What does that do? Because he has been intrigued by how people are making money just making YouTube videos all day. He's been very intrigued. So anyway, back to Enter the Chat. We have 561 subscribers now, 416 videos. I gotta write a channel description to tell y'all more about this channel and link to all my other enterprises on here. So I'll be doing that soon. Izella, I gotta send you your mug. Izella, your mug is probably not gonna have this purple on there because you can't really. This purple didn't. It's not looking as well, but the green that's right there that I pulled out, it's perfect. The green is perfect. So it's gonna the word chat in this is gonna be green instead of purple. And so you can't really. It's something about the way that this is bleeding that's annoying me. Okay, so let's check out these videos that I released this morning. Mike tells Sonny he gonna stop taking her through there. I knew what he meant. He meant he was gonna stop putting it down, and he going abstinent. He said celibate. She had to explain to him what celibate meant. So, but he's he's going abstinent for the time being. Mike is a 304. Is a 304 dude. He not gonna be able to. Yeah, he can tell himself that lie. Wayne, Shaylin, Delisha picked jewelry for Tamara's date. Y'all, I'm trying to stick to this. Can y'all see this? Can y'all see what I'm sharing? So I may have to remove it and add it back. Okay, there it is. And while I'm doing that, I'm trying to. Oh no, not that. Y'all, I'm on StreamYard, and StreamYard just won't let me be great today. Shift F1. It won't let me be great. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna try to present again. Okay, I'm smaller. I'm cool with me being smaller and y'all seeing the main screen as long as y'all can see the screen. Because we're gonna watch some videos too. Okay. Let me get back over here so I can see the comments. All right. So, and I wanted, I think it's Clarissa. She sent me something. So I gotta go on. I'm actually on that new Country Wayne Skits page on Facebook. So I'm gonna scroll down because I'm like, is he releasing new skits on Facebook, then putting them on YouTube? There's a good video of him, and we should watch it. That's what we'll do. We'll do that. What's today? Tuesday. We'll do that for our. If y'all want to, we'll do that for our chat after dark. We'll watch the Shannon Sharp Country Wayne interview and just his thought process on how he went about coming up with his channel and taking it to the level that he's taking it to. I think that would be something good to watch and just kind of like talk through. What do y'all think? I got to make sure it's okay though, because Shannon Sharp, he might be a little, feeling a little some kind of way about his content. Maybe I can grab like different snippets and pull them up. Okay, so I'm trying to see where this here skit is gonna go. The one with him and Delisha. I think he's being petty, and they're so dumb. They're not realizing that he's really just has them doing this because he's being petty to show them what it is that they missed out on. I think it would be good too, Isella. And let me tell y'all something. I know I got a lot of gray hair. I'm not that old. I'm only 52. I'll be 53 in March. But there are a lot of older people on YouTube. There's an 80-year-old guy that I saw that started his YouTube channel. There's some more. So like YouTube opens us up to a whole new world. And I was on YouTube back when it was first started. But I wasn't the way that I'm using it now is way different from the way it was used back then. I really use YouTube as a babysitter for my daughter because that's really how she learned to read and write with her brother's help. I know, girl. I got a lot of it. I just need to quit cutting up. I need to quit letting people pull me out of character. Cause are they really pulling me out of character though, or do I just have that little? I got a little Peter in me. That didn't sound right. Oh my God, that didn't sound right. That did not sound right at all. Let me take that back. Disciple Simon Peter. I got a little bit of his spirit in me because I'll be like, you know. So I try to calm that down. But some of these skits, boy, like this one right here with Hope's mama, I did that with reaction this morning. And then Kendrick visiting Dawn in jail. And then Bethany, oh, ear hustling, because that's what she was doing. I got to edit this title real quick. But Bethany, ear hustling. Brooke, telling Destiny about the fight. Who don't have a cousin or a sister or a brother or an uncle or an aunt that tells them how to fight somebody? I know, but it did come out. It came. I got a little Peter in me. That sounded. Come on, that did sound a mess. He cannot have any privacy, Cheryl. And women, even like young teenage girls, they love their privacy. It's not that they're up to anything, but we just went as women and as young women, we just need our privacy. We need that. So those are the skits I did this morning. I see there are some new ones, so we might take a look at those real quick. Let's go over here to the comments. Keon Williams, you just said something 8 minutes ago about Brooke needing a good hood advice on how to deal with a hood girl. Exactly, I agree. Keon, I asked you if you were on Ancestry.com. I'm not trying to be a creep. I'm not trying to be weird, but one of my other channels is going to be about ancestry. But there's a Keon Williams that showed up in my DNA as a cousin, distant cousin of mine. So that's why I asked you that question. So please don't think I'm trying to be weird by asking you that question. Okay. I just want to see if it was you. um, he is right. Brooke needs hood girl advice. She's not a hood girl, but she does need hood girl advice. She definitely does. And Destiny, her cousin, is the perfect one. Everybody has that one cousin, or is that one cousin that tells people how to handle their business, how to get people up off them. I don't get it. That's all. But you know what, Cheryl? Let me add this. Hey, Deborah. Brooke can't have no privacy. Cheryl said she was in the bathroom and here comes Bethany sneaking and listening. That's true. And Cheryl says she needs her mother. Yes, she needs her mother. But even Shara is gonna talk against her fighting. Even Shara kind of like talks against that as well. I get what they're trying to do, but they're not doing her any justice in terms of getting this bully up off of her. Tanisha, wait, Mary Lawson says, my mom told me never to start a fight, but if you have to end the fight, that's it. Don't start it, but if you need to, make sure you finish it. Tanessa Bennett 612 says Ayana. My mom would say the same thing. Better not come home and tell me somebody hit you and you didn't hit back. Girl, look, what you come home crying for? You better go out there and fight back. Hey, Ayana. Oh, I'm gonna post this one. This is gonna stroke my little ego a little bit. Hey, Ayana, my dear. I so look forward to your reviews every day. You are such a voice of reason. Thank you so much. I know I be talking loud because I'm country, and I be on this channel in particular. I embrace my country self, but I be loud. And a couple times in my reviews today, I had to catch my tongue because my tongue almost slipped and went somewhere that it didn't need to go. Lunatic Looney says, I just hope they don't fight today because after the mom coming to school, it's going to be a mess. Oh, it's definitely about to be a mess. She needs to defend herself, and she shouldn't have a conversation with Larry and Bethany before. No, she should not. She should not. She definitely should not. Okay, let's get back this way. Isella, I don't think he's weak. I think he's trying to be diplomatic. I think he's trying to be diplomatic. I think he's trying to show this. It's clear he has a favorite, but I think he's trying not to show favorites when it comes to dealing with her mom because my mom was an educator, right? She's a retired educator, and she was also an assistant principal. And there's some parents that come to schools and they come just to cut the food. They're not saying you don't have to show up and show out sometimes, but they come with that negative energy. You know what I'm saying? Cheryl says mom was making that single mom excuse. Yes, she was. She was making a single mom excuse, and I was like, you need to drop that. I know my sister-in-law was a single mom for a long time. Her children got grown, and my sister-in-law handled her stuff for real, for real. They took your crown away. Okay, Deborah. They may have taken your crown away because I'm in the process of being reviewed for monetization. I've reached that first level of monetization. Oh, it jumped. Wait a minute. I reached that first level of monetization on here, right? So they may have taken your crown away because they may, I can't say for sure, but they may upgrade you. I don't have anything to do with the crowning system and all that, but I know at some point it's going to trigger where I will be able to have those of you that want to join the membership can join the membership. Those that want to send me super chat and super stickers and all that stuff when we do lives or whatever, we'll be able to do that. And so I think this is part of the process. And you're not bothering me. It's actually reminding me of something I need to check into. Okay, let's jump to Piari and Ron real quick. Ron pops up on PR. That kind of aggravated me. They are showing so many weak men. And I don't know why. Thank you, Deborah. I don't know why they're showing men in so many weakened states, you know. Marquisa says, I like in BPR too, but the riding the fence and flip flopping is not 100. You are right. You are right. I think I know what you're saying. And I'm really pulling for PR because PR has been on these skits for a while and she needs a legit real relationship. And I want something to occur with her that will force her to leave Shayla alone. Shayla is not the best friend for her. Cheryl Leggett says, after my divorce, I raised my 3 sons by myself, and my kids wouldn't have thought of disrespecting any adult. They're grown now and still good guys. Hey, but you know what? You got a different. Are you Gen X, Cheryl, like me? Because I would say millennials, some older millennials, they act more like Gen X, but it can be a difference in the soft parenting thing. I ain't really with all that. Deborah Hines says Ron is giving her creepy vibe. Really? Marquisa says Ron must have trust issues, and if he sees Anthony walk in Piara's house, she's gonna lose him for sure. She needs to handle that. You're 72. I'm sorry. Cheryl just shout out to Cheryl for being 72 and looking fly in her picture. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Clap, 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 clap. So you're bringing the wisdom. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe y'all are. Because I'm like, why is it 65 and up? Like when I look at my analytics, it's 65 and up. And I'm like, okay, maybe because I was raised by some folks that had some sense. I don't know. And I don't raise children. Girl, I know what you're saying, Cheryl. It don't crack, girl. It don't crack. Because look, my baby sister, she told me because my skin was broken out. Like I break out real easy. And I said, girl, we gotta do something because my face, I'm getting on these internets and stuff. My face, I can't have a face like this. And so I had started using this olive oil stuff. And then she said, get you some witch hazel. Girl, when she said witch hazel, you know I'm back in my country girl mood, right? Girl, that witch hazel as a toner, my skin is lighting back up. I'm back light skin in the face again. Cause like, look at my hand. My face almost matched my hand now. Deborah, you in your 70s too? Y'all, and y'all need to have y'all got some wisdom y'all can share in these YouTube streets, in these social media streets. I am sure. Marquis says Ron has trust issues. Yeah, he has trust issues. But Deborah, you 76? Lee, we're gonna have a party to celebrate y'all. For real, for real. Isella, you 74? And y'all with all y'all wisdom on here listening to my crazy stuff, y'all do realize y'all old enough to be my mama. Or at the very least my auntie. And y'all on here listening to me with my crazy stuff. Y'all sure y'all rap tight. Never said, yo, old school. Y'all might tell me to stay at a child's place. Okay, so Keon says PR needs to get that key from Anthony or Ron is going to be gone forever. Cynthia, you 65. Now I got aunties that are in their 60s. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Y'all so sweet. Let me remember to share y'all's post. Yes, we can, Isella. You said it, but we can all learn from each other. That is for sure. Let's see. PR needs to get that key from AD, and Ron is going to be gone, or Ron is going to be gone forever. I believe he has been hurt by someone. He is afraid he will get hurt again. Ron is being cautious, in my opinion. That's what I'm picking up on too, Keon. That's what I'm picking on as well. Picking up on also. Um did did he respond to me? I feel like he responded to me. I have to go back and look at it on my phone. But thank you, Cynthia. I love y'all too. You all have made this channel worth the effort. For real, for real. You think your age is one reason why you are hard on Shayla? Deborah, I don't think you're hard on Shayla. I think any woman, real woman, raised well, of any age, would be hard on Shayla. Shayla broke friend code. She did the ultimate betrayal because a best friend is akin to a sister. A best friend really knows you better than your sisters do, unless your sister is your actual best friend. And what Shayla did was so horrible. Forget Anthony, because most people say, not saying that what Anthony did was not wrong, okay? But most people say, like I know older women told me, don't have no whole lot of women around your husband. I remember this one girl one time came, we was all hanging out, some former co-workers of mine. We were hanging out, And so we stopped by my house. While we were sitting there talking, my husband came home from work. He had on his work uniform, looking good. My husband, like bald head, bow legged, got a nice goatee or whatever. And when he walked in the door, he said hello. This girl was like, "Hey." I said, "Time to go." She responded seeing him with more enthusiasm than I could have had in that moment because I was entertaining. What you're not gonna do is come up in my house and show more enthusiasm for my man than I show for my man. Cause you're thirsty. And this ain't no thirst trap house over here. For real, for real. So I think the thing with, and she wasn't even a friend to me. I'm telling you crazy. You're not crazy. You just misunderstood my people. Hey, Loney. So I definitely think that what she did, y'all, is it's much worse. It's much worse. There was an old lady, and like when you're younger, you don't you seeing stuff and some don't feel quite right, but then you kind of realize later on what was really going on. But there was a lady that used to live not far from my grandmother, and I was real close to my grandmama and my granddad. Well, I found out as grew into adulthood that lady had something going on with my granddaddy. But she would come sit up at my grandmama's house. They sit on the front porch with their little fans. She would come in sometimes and sit and watch TV. They would borrow, like different things from each other. And when I realized that, hold up. No, she didn't go to my grandmama's house, and she was out here, but she was coming to get access to my grandfather. And I never looked at that lady the same again. Deborah, that's it. The way she propped her butt up in Anthony's face was so disrespectful. Okay, I'm gonna read Marquisa's comment. Marquisa, I'm gonna try to read your comment, and I'm gonna try to filter it as best I can. Marquisa says, "Stop, y'all. Shayla was not Amber's friend. She was a trash A person, and her mama is too. Well, we know that. And I was told a long time ago you don't have or leave nobody around your house, husband, or even in your house. That's what I just said, Marquisa. But let me say this: the reason why I'm saying that was her friend, because in Amber's mind, that was a friend of hers, a very good friend. Remember that Kelly Price song? She was a friend of mine, but she slept with my man. She lied, she cheat, all that stuff. That still hurts. Now Amber has to, not only was she grieving a marriage. Look at the things that Amber was grieving. She was grieving her marriage. She was grieving the friendship. She was grieving the loss of her child. She had a miscarriage, and she was grieving the loss of David. That's a lot of grief to have, and she's still in the process of grieving the friendship. They're not ever going to be able to move forward, and they're never going to be able to move forward as friends, right? Because to Marquisa's point, Shayla really wasn't a real friend to Amber. She presented as a friend, but she was a snake the whole time. But in Amber's mind, that was her friend. Yeah, she would have, even on that porch. Let me get down to each one of these comments. Cheryl Leggett says, "I dropped a friend when I found out she was introducing women to my ex-husband." Did you drop her or did you drop her, Cheryl? Don't be on here making no confessions, girl. Don't make no confessions. You don't need no witnesses in these internet streets. The smile in your face is a backstabbers. That's it. Marquisa says, Deborah Shayla, hold on. Shayla got away with that back when and Amber didn't correct her, but she would have got to be. Yeah. First of all, Shayla wouldn't have been coming to my house dressed like she was dressed. Even the way she came dressed. What mama, go pick up their child like they go dressing and go to the club? Shayla looked like she was finna go to the club. Stella should have come there dressed like she looked. Now, I thought she looked really nice when she was going to court. And I feel like they robbed us with this court skit because we didn't get to see them in court. Yep, they smile in your face. They backstabbers. Marquisa says, man, when I saw this storyline, that's the song that was playing on the radio and I fell out. Girl. Because they do, don't they? They smile in your face. All the time they want to take your place. Backstabbers. Yes, that's what she is. And as much as I have issues with Brittany as a friend, Brittany tried to tell Amber, and too many people told Amber about having women around the house. When Coco got to where she really realized Amber was a stand-up chick, Coco warned her. Mama Brenda warned her. Amanda warned her a couple times. Brittany definitely was warning her. I don't know, Deborah. Because let me say this: if we keep it 100, Anthony wasn't paying Shayla no mind. He wasn't paying her any mind. He wasn't paying Shayla a lick of mind. It wasn't until Shayla got him drunk, and I'm saying Shayla got him drunk because I believe, and they probably will never go in this storyline, but I believe that night that they got drunk when they was all hanging out, Dalen, Amber, Shayla, and Anthony, and then they went their separate ways. I believe Shayla roofied Anthony because he wasn't paying no attention to him fantasizing. Her sister Zachary telling her, "Girl, you're delusional. Are you taking your medicine?" I believe that Shayla roofied him. Deborah, and she says she knows it. Okay, okay, Marquisa. Marquisa, yes. Marquisa says, have y'all noticed Shayla had on one of her old outfits and that old hairstyle? They got something coming because Amber has that old hairstyle too. Yes. Yes. I don't know what it is, but it's not over. Shayla's wearing her old hairstyle. Amber is wearing the hairstyle that she wore when she got married. When Amber got married, she had that long, flowy, um, blondish hair. hmm Shayla is wearing the same hairstyle she wore during their wedding. And Marquisa, I think you do a very good job of picking out when something is coming. I definitely think something is coming. And Izella, yes, that was part of Shayla's plan. But there's something else with Shayla and her mom. They seriously have an issue with Amber. And I'm trying to understand where's the storyline that explains what could have possibly happened. Right, and that's what pisses me off because everybody around Shayla thinks Anthony went after her. She needs to tell the truth about the shenanigans. No, Anthony did not go after her. And actually, because Amber has class? Because Shayla ain't got no class, Deborah. But actually, y'all, I think the situation with Chase and Maggie, with the exception of Candace and Maggie not being friends, I feel like that situation is very similar to how Anthony and Shayla started. Maggie isn't fantasizing that we've seen so far, but Maggie is going after Chase in a very similar way. Chase was not going after Maggie. Now Chase is making a choice to keep her around and let her continue to um play in Candace's face. Amber, Candace is trying to put blocks up. Amber didn't put no blocks up. Yes, Deborah Chase is goofy. Yes, Cheryl, they all messy. But Cheryl, okay, y'all, the older ladies on here with me. But don't the Country Wayne skits remind you of soap operas? All My Children, One Life to Live, General Hospital, um, The Bold and the Beautiful, Rituals, The Edge of Night, um, Ryan's Hope, because I don't watch that. Days of Our Lives, As the World Turns. These skits remind you of that. And I think that's why they draw an older audience. But now, this is the beauty of what I think Country Wayne has done. And a girlfriend of mine, she said, Yana, try to see if you can get an interview with him. And I'm going to try to make that happen. I don't know how. I mean, I got just my 500, almost 600 subscribers, but hopefully I'll be able to. One of my things, I want to interview the people that are playing in these skits. But I think it's brilliant how he was able to take a couple of comedy sketches and now he's giving us snippets of the story. Because think about, like, you used to have to sit down for an hour to watch One Life to Live or All My Children. You know what I'm saying? And they would give you snippets of each character section before it all connected. It's brilliant the way he's done this. So while we hate some of these characters or we love to hate on them, and sometimes we hate these storylines drag out, but when you think about it, on the stories, on the soap opera, the stories as I call them, they come on the soap operas, they would drag storylines out, 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 out. Hey, Clarissa. Clarissa, I saw the emails you sent me. Thank you so much. And I'm going to go on that Facebook group because I'm on that group. Yes, the soaps and the Tyler Perry shows too. Definitely. Definitely. And that's why I like, yes, Ayana, but I don't like the way some of the skits are now in reality. Bethany Cheryl says Bethany and Greg resemble. I think they're a legit family. I think they are a legit family. But the beauty of these people in these skits, they look like everyday people. Um, Deborah, unfortunately, based on some things I've learned recently, some of these skits are very realistic. It just don't make sense to some of us because we was raised right. Yes, you got through. You got through. You got through, Clarissa. Let me go check my Yana Anderson chat email. You got through, and I saw them. So thank you for all of your effort. I really do appreciate that. Deborah, see, Deborah, some of the stuff that's going on with in Wayne's world with some of these skits are based on his life. They're also based on some of the things that some people have said about him outside of his life. Some of these comedians that have been talking down on him, talking about how he ain't making that kind of money on here and all that kind of stuff. It's money to be made in YouTube. You just gotta find something that people want to watch. Anthony did tell Amber what Shayla did, but never told her that she told him Shayla said about her and Wayne. Yeah, he ain't told that part. There's still more stuff to come out about that relationship. There's still a lot of stuff to come out about that relationship. So much. Why won't they make Amber pregnant? I don't think Amber's too old to get pregnant because Amber is the kind of boss type chick where if she because Amber had said she did not, after she lost the baby, the reason why she went to adopt baby David, she said she didn't want to put herself through that anymore. But I don't want them to make Amber pregnant right now because their relationship needs to heal. And if Amber, I feel if they made Amber pregnant right now, I think she's gonna get pregnant. I think they're leading up to her having a pregnancy. But I feel like if they made Amber pregnant right now, it's going to with all the stress that's going on, it's going to cause more of a problem between that relationship that many of us want her to let go of. I just don't think they're gonna make. I don't think it has anything to do with her age. That's just my opinion. But I really want to write for Country Wayne. I don't want to have to go nowhere and write for him. I just want to sit back and be like, here go my scripts. Deborah asked a really good question. Do you think cheating relationships ever really heal, or do people just settle? I think it's both. I don't think it's settling in the terms of you just gonna take what somebody's putting down. I think it's a settling of people settling down and realizing that where they thought the grass was greener, it really wasn't greener. And once people settle, meaning they calm their behinds down, that type of settle, then they can start to really see each other and see the damage that they did to the relationship and begin to learn how to love each other again. See, Amber made this happen for herself. It ain't about her cheating with Wayne, okay? Before they got married. It ain't even about that. They weren't married. Now, some men can't handle that, but they weren't. Amber set herself up for this by not listening to the wisdom of her elders and also the wisdom of her real friends. Don't have women around your husband dressed like that. Now, I'm not trying to police how people dress, but I'm gonna say this: ain't nobody coming to my house with their ass out. I'm gonna say it just like that. Keep your cheeks in your drawers. Put you some jeans on. Don't come over here with no Daisy Dukes on. I'm not giving the devil any energy or any opportunity to create temptation, because the word of God says temptation is gonna come. It's gonna come. Just like trouble gonna come. Temptation is gonna come. But you gotta do what you gotta do to make yourself resilient, resistant to the temptation. The word of God says, rebuke the devil and he will flee from you. When Amber, notice what Amber did. She didn't get out of character on that porch, even though them eyes cut straight like she really want to. Anthony, notice what he did in that skit. Anthony turned when he realized saw what she was doing. He turned his head. In other words, Anthony didn't want that smoke. He turned his head. When Amber saw it, she took a moment because she really wanted to snatch that girl's butt up on her porch, doing that in front of her. But Amber saw it for what it was. And what she said was, you know what? I will help you take his stuff to the car. That was a very queenly thing to do. So I think if the two people want to make it work, they can, but they got to be willing to do the work. And it will be in the back of your mind, Cheryl, until you actually heal from it. I think something being in the back of your mind really is there just as a cautionary reminder how things can go left real fast. You know what I'm saying? Well, thank you, Deborah. I try to make some sense sometimes. Marquisa says, I think the relationship can be helped and whole, but if you have an Anthony, then you will settle. If you have an Anthony and you don't check him, then you're settling. See, Amber has been all this back and forth apologizing. Nah, I'm finna stand 10 toes down on this. This ain't about you, dude. You making it about yourself. Remember, I could have took half your money and I chose not to. It's by me, the grace of God in me, by the Holy Spirit in me. This is the reason why I ain't took all your stuff. You see what I'm saying? And I think if she could maintain that level, still being her sweet, doting wife that she is, but maintain that level of firmness with him, I think it could work. It can be helped and it can be made whole. God can fix anything. He can do anything but fail. He can fix anything if somebody really wanted to be fixed. And I think that's the lesson because Amber Ty, I believe her and both Ernestine are good church women, right? So I believe they do believe that God can do anything but fail. And I think that's what Amber is hoping to teach in these skits. But somewhere along the way, it got away from them. That storyline and the settling and the closure that the viewers need got away from them. Yeah. Women, yeah, Cheryl. They out looking and they don't care. And if you notice, if you look at the skits and notice, Shayla, when she got fixed on Anthony, her dress started changing. It got more provocative. She's definitely an attention seeker, Marquisa. Definitely. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. She's thirsty. Lunatic Looney looked at something on my Club After Dark, chat Club After Dark last night. 2629, 2639. Looney, you still on here? I agree with you. When my now adult daughter was in third grade, a fifth grader would wait for her in the bathroom to torment her. My child told teachers, counselors, etc. The other child told them that it wasn't her. My daughter, who was afraid to say it was her because they had said she and they had she and the bully together. She didn't tell me because she knew I would act out. Yeah, girl, I go cut the food too about that. One morning, my child didn't want to get on the bus and finally told me what was going on. I put her on the bus and beat the bus to school. Spoke to the principal who felt that they done everything they could and that she informed me then. Okay, so me and you done had a similar experience. I get what you're saying. That happened to one of my sons. There was a bully. He was so bad and bold. He came to my house. He was thinking that my son was going to open the door. But my husband opened the door instead. He had a big dog with him. When my husband opened the door, it messed the boy up. Fast forward, I talked to the principal. I even called the police. I reached out to the parents. Nothing. The little boy ended up having it looked like a real gun, but it was a play gun. My oldest son and my middle son, they were going to the store, and the boy was outside. And he walked up on him, and my oldest son was like, what you trying to do? You trying to scare my brother? And then he pulled out this fake gun. Well, I had enough. I got in my car, and I had my son laying down in the back seat. My baby boy laying down in the back seat. I said, show him to me. Because I hadn't seen the boy. And he said, that's him. I said, lay down. I rolled up on him, and I said, hey, I'm looking for a little boy named Anthony. You know a little boy named Anthony? And he was like, no, man. I said, well, when you see him, tell him I'm looking for him. He owed me. He owed me. And he was like, oh, you? Who you? I said, don't worry about it. You see, you don't know him. But I'm saying if you run up, but you ain't him. So you run up on him. And then I proceeded to follow him. I wanted him to know that I was crazy. Because, see, the police wouldn't do nothing. The principal didn't do nothing. So since you want to brandish a gun at my child, now all bets are off. All bets are off. Since you want to play like that, now you're finna see the real crazy one in the family. Because I'm crazy. My husband pretty crazy. I'm crazier than my husband about my children. And he pretty crazy about his children. You understand what I'm saying? But I rolled up on that little boy. And I said, look, make sure you tell him now. Because I'm looking for him. I'm built at school. I'm Cedric mama. You know Cedric again? He was like, no. I said, yeah, you do. I said, because I think you Anthony. I sure did. Guess what? Wasn't no more problem out of him. Wasn't no more problem out of him. I did everything I was supposed to do in the beginning. I went to the teachers. I went to the principal. I went to the parents. I called the police to get them involved. Nobody did it. The police want to say, well, that happened on school property. It's the school. The school want to say, no, that happened at the school. No, I'm not playing. Y'all gonna get this little boy gonna stop. But because my son was younger than the boy. And at the time, my son had hit growth spurt. And then my son hit the growth spurt. And it was like, well, nobody finna bother. Because he was, tall. But no, you didn't play with mine like that. So somebody like Hope, when y'all hear me get loud and my pitch change like it's changing now, I don't play by my children. Don't do that. Because I'm going to meet you with that energy. You want to act grown and you want to act like a bully? I'm going to show you how you really can bully. And I wasn't no bully. I was the bullied one. But I'm grown now. I'm good and grown. Don't play with me about mine. And you better get your children. If you know your children ain't got no home training, you better get them. I'm just saying. Marquisa says, I know one thing. I'm sick of all these sorries. I was taught in the heat of the moment, people say what they've been holding on for a person. Definitely. I don't keep apologizing to him. For what? She ain't did nothing wrong. Why would she keep apologizing to him? For what? And when he starts to see, they told me women. Anthony, if you listen to him talk, Anthony is very sexist. I don't know who told him what they told him about women, but whatever they told him, he got it twisted. He did not listen to Coca, because Coca could have shut all that down. But whenever he talks to Amber and gets ready, see, they told me that you just listen to what a woman says, and they will tell you exactly how they feel about you. What, dude? I'm glad Amber stood 10 toes down and said, don't play with me. You do know I could have took you for half. That alone, that phrase alone, should shut down everything. That also should put Anthony on notice, and I think that's what Amber was doing. We're going to check it coming up soon. Putting Anthony on notice. I know about your finances. Because, see, Brittany said she was not going to stop digging into Anthony. We ain't seen Brittany in a minute. I don't know if she on Beyond the Gates or whatever. But I'm telling you, it would not surprise me if what we gonna find out soon is that Amber has been running a whole nother side game with Brittany and knows about Anthony hiding money, knows why he been so big on her trying to sell the club. Notice he don't want her name on no accounts. It would not surprise me. It would not. Deborah Hines says, now you my kind of mama. I was yeah, I don't play like that. We ain't gonna play like that. Get your children. Get your children. You keep yours at your house, I keep mine at my house. But the one thing we ain't finna do, I'm not finna sit back and let yours bully mine. And I'm not gonna let you bully me through yours bully mine. Marquisa says, since I've had to fight for mine, I had some boys jump my son in front of me, and a group of girls came to my house for my youngest. And when I tell you I had to show them how I get down, talk them a lesson. That's what I'm saying, Marquisa. Now, the one thing I'm gonna say about Bethany, when Bethany told Brooke that day, it was some weeks back in a skit. She told Brooke about what she need to do and how she need to fight and was gonna have to fight them girls to get them up. I was not mad at Bethany about that part of that skit because Bethany was right. At some point, you gonna have to fight to get these bullies up off you. What I don't like about Bethany and Larry is their contradiction. They say one thing out of their mouth today, 3 hours later or 24 hours later, they saying something different. And while we talking about them, let's just see if any new skits have dropped. Let's see if we got any new skits. I'm tired of Alicia Gold digging self. I don't even know why they even added her to the skits, y'all. Okay. We don't have any Hope skits except for this mama and her singing. I'm a single mom. You ain't the only single mom out here done had to raise some children. Oh y'all, it's 1:30, but I'm gonna give it a few more minutes, okay? If y'all down. Rome made PR some breakfast. Let's check it out.
Something smells good.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this
Orange juice,
relationship right here.
omelet, yogurt with granola and fruits.
I forgot
I
about
think
that.
you
You
enjoy
right.
that.
Looks amazing. I didn't know I had my own personal chef. Lucky me.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It's just I know how to make breakfast and that's it. That's it.
Well, it's the most important meal of the day, so I think
So they say. So they say. Yeah, I just wanted to make you breakfast because I know the energy's been a little weird recently. I'm just like, I want us to get back on the right track, and I am trying to start the day on a good note. And starting the day on a good note is usually a game changer for me. Just sets the tone for the rest of the day, and I wanted to do that. Yeah.
How about you serve breakfast with a side of where the hell you been? How about you do that? Where you been, dude? Where you been? Why you ghosted me? That's what I get her being happy to see him the night before, but you got some explaining to do, wrong. You got some explaining to do.
Definitely starting off on a good note. So
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I wanted to, so speaking on that, like, just show the effort on my end to try to get this relationship back on, just, on the right foot.
The effort on your end, so I wasn't putting any effort in. I wasn't the one calling you and checking on you, making sure you're okay.
That's not what I was
trying to keep our relationship alive.
Yeah, no, that's not what I was saying.
Oh.
I was saying I'm just speaking for me, and so when I'm speaking for me, it's not against you. I was just saying that Ron's trying to put effort into getting back on the right foot, and this is my attempt on doing.
Deborah says, I think he might be gay and trying to deal with women. Listen to his sister's comments. Okay, I have to go back and watch the skit with his sister because I didn't watch that skit. I'll go back and check it out.
Doing so, I guess you were calling. I know that. I get that, and you were trying. I am.
That breakfast do look good though, y'all.
I realized I wasn't processing things the best.
Right.
I understand.
And I just want to say, creating space, like that doesn't resolve anything. That just creates more issues. So, just talk to me. If you're uncomfortable about something, you didn't like how something went down, or you're confused, just kick it with me. At the end of the day, we're still friends. No matter where our relationship is going, our foundation.
So Marquisa says, I like Ron, but it's something else he's not saying. PR question, are you still waiting on Anthony to choose you? I don't think she's still waiting on. I think that ship is sailed with her. I think she's experienced how Anthony moves. She's seen how Anthony moved with Shayla. She's seen how Anthony moved with Amber. And also she's seen Anthony act like a coward. Anthony definitely acted like a coward. And that's a turn off for women. When they see a man that they thought highly of and they see him acting and moving like a coward, that's a turn off. And I think for somebody like PR, that would be a turn off.
It's friendship.
Yeah. No, yeah. You're right. I do want to be clear. I actually did have things to do. I just know I didn't go about it the right way.
Okay.
I wasn't just running off and flying to random cities for no reason.
That's what it felt like.
That's what it seemed like.
Just, sometimes when something's so abrupt or there's a lot, and I haven't done something like this in a while, so it's kind of, it's throwing me for a loop.
Okay, well, don't be scared.
I'm
not gonna hurt you.
I'm not scared. Just, So, but, setting the tone of starting off on the right foot is important to me. And You know,
Yeah.
I know we have things to talk about, but
Well, I appreciate this. I really do. It means so much to me.
good. Shall we
Y'all definitely need to talk.
proceed?
Yes, we shall.
Okay. All right.
Y'all, he need to say some real words. I ain't with this. Marquisa says, I don't think he in the closet. I think he's protecting his heart. Wayne doing what he did, but Wayne got him shook. Yeah, Wayne has him shook, but I also feel like Ron is a little controlling too, Marquisa. I think they need to have a real talk about where he sees the relationship potentially going and what his deal breakers are. She needs to say what her deal breakers are. And this whole disappearing, like once a dude just disappear and then don't say nothing. Um, I'm gonna put your question up, Marquisa. Why hasn't she given Anthony boundaries yet? I think because she didn't have a real reason to. I think Piara actually liked Wayne popping up on Anthony and Anthony popping up on Rain at her house. I think she liked that attention. But I also believe that she really likes this dude right here. Her reaction to this dude is significantly different from even her reaction to Wayne when she started dating Wayne. And she's made comments to Anthony, but she hasn't gone, to your point, hasn't gone the steps to actually set the real boundary to Anthony yet. She's gonna have to do that if she wants to have a relationship. That's with anybody. Nobody gonna deal with Anthony just randomly popping up at her house, and she shouldn't want Anthony just to be popping up at her house like that. What gives him the right? He stayed there temporarily. What gives him the right to pop up at her house? I don't like my friends popping up on me. Don't pop up on me. Mm-mm. Oh, they praying together. So we'll see, Marquisa. Let's look at this one with Dawn and Charles. Deborah says Ron is going to break PR's heart. Is he going to break PR's heart or is PR going to break his heart? Because based on what I seem to remember Dalen and Anthony talking about Piari back in the day used to be a little heartbreaker herself. Let's see what this is Dawn got going on.
Charles, I can't do this. I can't stay up in here. Like, I can't. It's not me.
Well, listen. I know. I
That's
know
it,
you're having a
Cheryl.
hard time right
She
now.
letting
I
him.
mean, no one
Hold
wants to
on.
be locked up.
She's letting him. Um, PR is letting Anthony do it. But I think if given the choice and realizing that she could possibly lose Ron, she's gonna pick Ron over Anthony. I do believe she'll do that. She will pick Ron over Anthony.
But they're gonna set the trial soon. I mean, maybe your lawyer can build a good case for you.
Lawyer? What lawyer? I don't have a lawyer, Charles.
Listen, I'm doing everything that I can, Dawn.
Well, you're not doing enough.
What am I supposed to do, Dawn? You burned
Me
every
too,
bridge that
Deborah.
you've gotten to. No one wants to help. Nobody wants to help you.
You know what the problem is? I am going through something right now. You're all trying to kick me while I'm down. That's messed up. Where?
Did this chick really say y'all all trying to kick me while I'm down? If selfish, narcissistic, opportunistic, if a picture of that person was in the dictionary, it would be this chick here. She's got some kind of nerve. Anybody kicking you while you down, you got yourself in that position. You got yourself in that position.
And why doesn't anyone want to help me? I
Because
cannot
you're a
believe
horrible
this.
person.
Charles, I gave you $15,000. Where's that money at?
$15,000. How long do you expect $15,000 to last? You need $175,000, Dawn.
Okay, but
$15,000 gonna do.
Charles, that can help with something. That can help me. Your family got money, Charles. You can't get something from your cousin or your uncle or somebody?
Oh, so what? I'm just supposed to go to my dad and say, "Hey, Dad, my girlfriend's sister that I was sleeping with needs some money to get out of jail." Is that? I'm just supposed to just do that?
Yes!
That's exactly what she wants you to do, Charles, because she's an idiot. And she feels self entitlement to the point where she feels like everybody should go out of their way for her. and she do nothing for them. Izella, girl, let me tell you, I hope he don't take her case. I hope Kendrick, but when Kendrick, we last saw Kendrick like he was in deep contemplation. I pray to God he don't take her case. That's gonna totally ruin it between him and Natasha. Um, I think it is unrealistic to a degree, but some people don't care. Think about y'all know who Cheryl Strawberry is and Steve Harvey. I know y'all do. Remember Cheryl Strawberry's husband, and Cheryl was talking to her husband on the jailhouse phones, and his messages were being recorded. Him and the side chick, him and Cheryl Strawberry or Shirley Strawberry. He knew that was being recorded, and he still was running his mouth. He's still running his mouth. So is it unrealistic? Or is it just that it doesn't make sense to us because we wouldn't do that because we sit there and keep our mouth shut?
Yes, I am behind bars. This is my life.
Why should they care, Dawn?
It's the fact that you are blood and they should help you.
You
Family over
crazy.
everything. What are you talking about?
No accountability at all. Not 1 ounce of accountability for what.
Not Anthony. Charles is right. She has no accountability. No accountability. None whatsoever. I believe her sitting right, and I wouldn't keep going to see
You
her
have done
either.
to get yourself.
Her little threats about taking folks down with her and stuff. I know at least one person that can play like that ain't no nothing, and that's Natasha. Because Natasha didn't know what was going on in that account until she started digging after Dawn showed her little ugly hand.
In this situation.
Charles, what can you help me with? What is the solution?
Listen, Dawn. I'll do what I can to try to get you an attorney, all right? And as far as your bail money, I'll see what I can do. All right? I'll see what I can do.
And that's all. That's
I try to make it make sense, but yeah, people do stupid stuff in these situations, and they be talking they shouldn't talk. And these aren't real gangsters either. Keep that in mind too. Now Charles is a gangster, so he's being very careful of what he says. But think about when Wiley was locked up, or when D was locked, or D went to see him, or when Jocelyn would go see him. They were very particular about the things that they said. Even with Mike, when he was locked up, they were very particular about the things that they said. Because those are some real gangster type people.
that's that's all I ask. I mean, I don't. That's all I'm asking you to do. Is just at least see what you can do, Charles.
Well, that's what I've been doing.
But I need you to put a little bit of fire up under your butt. Like you're not doing it that quick enough.
Ain't nobody. You think Donna's a gangster? She may be. Do you think she's a Sophia level gangster or a J Diva level? She can't be a J Diva level gangster. She is in here trying to order people around. And when she does not get her way, she flips into a totally different person. It's almost as if she has DID. Let's keep going. Once we finish this one, we're gonna end for the day, and then
All right.
I will let y'all
Okay.
know by
Fine.
like 7 p.m. or by 8 if I'm gonna
Fine.
do the 9 p.m. I
What
think
else
I'm
do
gonna
you want
do
me to
it.
say? I'm gonna do the best that I can, all right?
Let me explain something to you, Charles. If you don't help get me out of here, everybody's going down. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about Natasha. I'm talking about Kendrick. I'm talking about Rolanda. I would even talk about Zoe. Get me out of here, and I am not playing.
Yes, Marquisa, Shirley Strawberry. Them jailhouse calls got leaked. They were talking about him and her husband and his stuff. They were talking about Steve and Marjorie. her ex-husband was on there talking to his mistress, talking about Shirley and talking about other stuff. None of these people were using their common sense when they was on the phone talking. None of them. Charles going down. But here's the thing, Marquisa. How is Charles going down? He got 15,000 from her. Oh, Natasha got him on thing. How is Kendrick going down? How is Natasha going down? How is Ro going down? How are all these people going down? What does Dawn have on these people, or what has Dawn set these people up for? Because this Dawn right here, that's a totally different person. Like Deborah said, bipolar. Now the problem is, she even said she would even take Zoe down. Zoe is her daughter.
I do not like being in this place.
Deborah says that's the gangster in her. The jury's still out for me of whether she's a real gangster or not. But I can tell you, she messing with the wrong person. Charles' daddy was a whole gangster. Charles' brother is a whole gangster. These people have favors they can pull. I agree with you, Marquisa. She's playing gangster. Girl, go back and rewatch it, girl. I talked about you too, honey. In your thing, you led me to the story about when I got to the bully that bullied my son and what I did. So you need to go back and watch it. Deborah said Marquisa, you a gangster girl. Okay. This look on Charles' face, I think Charles is realizing he gonna have to do something about her. Cause Charles, Frank, and his dad are much cooler. Charles went all the way to Colombia, Cuba, somewhere to help his brother. She don't know who she dealing with. That's the thing. She don't even know how crazy her sister can be. She about to find out. She's about to find out. I think she is doing gangster things, but she does not have the heart of a gangster. She's not a Jocelyn, who under the surface, J Diva is just right there under the surface. It will just take the right stimuli to bring her out. That's not Dawn. Dawn is more a bipolar, schizophrenic type person. I don't think Marquisa took that personally. I don't think Marquisa, I don't think you didn't take it personal, did you? But yeah, she's correct. All right, y'all. I'm about to hop up. Oh, I definitely think she put Charles' name in it. I think she put all their names in it. I don't question that at all. What I'm saying is, Marquisa, I think I think this look on Charles' face lets him know that she put him in something, and that she put them in something. And now she gonna FAFO because she thinks she's a gangster. She thinks she was thug hugging or thug living or whatever. But Charles is a real thug, y'all. Charles is a real thug. Charles has a thug pedigree. Remember, Charles and Frank daddy was in the street. They get it from their daddy. Thank you, Deborah. So let's watch it. Even though it gets kind of toxic and toxically tiring, as many of the skits do, let's watch this one and just see how this one is gonna play out. Let's see how this one is gonna play out. Because when Dawn was looking into Ro, I think she may have found out some stuff. I know she knows something about Natasha. That's what I'm saying, Marquisa. Sometimes, like I know how to pull my country girl hood card if I need to. I know how to pull my country girl card now. I might be living in the city, in the suburbs, but don't get twisted. You know what I'm saying? So I think everybody got a little bit of that in them. But when I see this look on Charles' face, this look on Charles' face says to me, Charles is realizing this chick is crazy. She done got us up in something, and now we're gonna have to work this out. I hope he's not trying to work it out in terms of a way to bail her out, unless they're bailing her out for a purpose, which is to catch her in some deeper stuff. But if they bail Dawn out, Dawn is gonna leave. She is going to skip town. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful day. Till the next skit review. Peace.